Just recently, a signing ceremony announced that Canada, the United States, and Mexico had concluded a new agreement to replace the 25-year-old NAFTA that President Trump had campaigned against in his last campaign. Prime Minister Trudeau's gaffes in London and other world events took this major accomplishment off the front pages, leaving many people wondering exactly what USMCA will bring. But no one wants to wade through the reams of material to see what it means. So I did it for you. The bottom line, most Canadians can be relieved that USMCA will bring about very few changes. The dairy market has been opened up a bit to competition, but due to the politics of Liberal seats in Quebec in the last election, dairy workers will not feel any impact. The Trudeau Liberals have subsidized that eventuality. In fact, if you are employed in the auto industry or the parts industry, it could very well mean a brighter future. 30% of cars must be made by workers earning more than $16 an hour. The improvement to the rights and pay of Mexican workers is intended to make Mexico a far less attractive alternative for American and Canadian companies to relocate there. This is another potential plus for Canada. And very importantly, over the strenuous opposition from the White House, the Chapter 9 dispute resolution process has been retained, keeping Canadian and Mexican companies the less than trustworthy U.S. justice system. In fact, most trade experts estimate that this new agreement is really 85 to 90% the old NAFTA, dressed up a little bit. And, perhaps most importantly of all, it is an executed deal. And once ratified, means certainty for Canadian business, manufacturers, resources, farmers. Without the certainty of a trade agreement, our economy was in greater danger than it is now. Uncertainty is a killer to investment and expansion. No one gambles on a floating riverboat card game. Canada is benefiting from the need for Trump to have this trade deal wrapped up before the 2020 presidential campaign, especially in the middle of the trade schmozzle with China. American domestic politics has actually helped us here. But this is no reason to be sanguine. President Trump has put Canada on notice that he expects us to ante up on our NATO contribution. He got his pound of flesh from Mexico on this NAFTA and a half, as it is sometimes called. He will not be letting Canada off the hook for its lackluster, below standard contribution to international domestic forces. Pelosi has committed the Democrats to ratification in Congress. Let's hope that the Canadian Parliament can be as efficient and get this hammered home in record time for the sake of Canadian jobs. It's that important.